This airplane is a 1965 Piper PA-24 260. The serial number of this airplane is 4083. I've been flying this airplane for the last 50 years. I've owned it for the last 47 years. I still have the original delivery invoice that came with the airplane. The airplane was sold initially to Martin Aviation in Santa Ana, California. They owned it for a couple of years. Then it was next sold to a construction company in Redlands, California, Riverside County. It then was sold out to Blythe in the desert. So this airplane has always been in dry desert areas, and it's been hangared for the last 42 years. The airframe on this airplane has 4,054 hours on it. The engine has 2322 hours on it since factory brand new in 1981, and 1,133 since major overhaul in 1999 by Johnston Aircraft Service of Tulare, California. The propeller has 455 hours since it was major overhauled in 2008. It has a one-piece windshield and quarter-inch plexiglass. It's got new brakes, new brake linings, and new tires and tubes, Michelin. It also has Johnson Aviation wingtips and strobes. The airplane has 90 gallons of fuel in 4 tanks. Has a red LED beacon, a Bogart battery box, and Bogart copper cables. The tail section has an elevator counterweights, which raises the VNE from 208 to 227 miles per hour. The 1,000-hour rebuild on the landing gear was done in 2009, and it has 452 hours on it since then. The airplane was last painted in 2006 with DuPont Imron. The engine on this Piper Comanche is a Lycoming IO540, 260 horsepower, non-turbocharged. It was replaced with a brand new engine in 1981, not a factory rebuild, but a brand new engine. And it has one overhaul on it. It's on the very first overhaul, done by Johnston Aircraft in Tulare, California. It has fine wire plugs And as you can see, CHT and EGT on each cylinder. The magnetos were overhauled in 2014 by Bainbridge Magneto Service. They have 176 hours on them. It has an AirSep oil separator, bracket air filter, Champion oil filter, and a Webco alternate heat box, which protects the engine in case of icing. It's not a carbureted engine, but occasionally in heavy icing conditions, the induction system can ice up, and this protects it from that. And all oil hoses were replaced in 2019. The interior on this airplane was done in 1981. At that time, it was upgraded with shoulder belts and the De Groff sun visors. The panel in the airplane is centered by a Garmin 530W working with an S-Tech 50 autopilot with GPS steering and electric trim. The backup radio is a KX155. Traffic is provided by an Avidyne TAS 600 and adds B out by a Garmin 330 transponder. A GMA 340 audio with a Garmin 396 for backup navigation and XM reception. For navigation, it has an NSD 360 HSI along with a Digiflow fuel flow indicator and totalizer. It has pulse lights on the landing light for traffic avoidance.